So you want to create your own pixel art characters for your animations, indie games or anything like that, but you actually don't know how to do it in Krita. So yeah, in today's video we will be covering just that coming up. So before starting off with the video, just wanted to thank each and every single one of you who have been subscribing and watching my videos. The last two videos I uploaded were kind of an experimentation sort of videos, the videos I actually want to create on this channel, and most of you actually watched it. So yeah, a huge thanks to each and every one of you. I didn't expect to get so many views on those ones because those videos are something which I usually don't upload quite often. So yeah, thanks a lot. So coming back to the video. So we are using Krita 4.3 with a canvas of 16 by 16 pixels because obviously we're creating pixel artwork. We don't need a really big canvas. So there are actually two ways of doing this. You can either download a base character for your pixelated artwork from Google, from Pinterest, or in fact, you know what? You can just take a screenshot of this image over here and you can trace everything on top of it. Well, obviously it will be kind of cheating, but obviously if you're just doing it for learning and not showing off online, you can do that. But since I love to play my life on the hardest difficulty, we will be continuing this video with a blank canvas and we'll be drawing everything from scratch. By the way, if you look at this setup, don't get confused. If you don't know how to set up this, you can watch this video right over here, or you can go in the description, there will be a playlist link. You can click on that, watch this video, and then you're good to go. So obviously for creating our character, first thing we need is a head. I usually start drawing with a head. For this purpose, we are using a bigger pixel brush. I know what the name of this brush is, it's right over there. And I'm using a blue color. And in fact, the colors in this stage actually don't matter, because what they do is they actually highlight what sort of character component they're highlighting. So for the head, we are using blue. Just in case you're a little unhappy with the position of your pixels for the head, what you can do is you can use the transformation tool and move it around somewhere over here. It might look kind of blurred out right now, but as soon as you go out of the transformation tool option, it will be back to normal. And finally, I'm using black dots like these for representing my eyes. So after we are done with our head, what we can do is we have to create a new layer and just place it beneath your original head one. So yeah, this will be our chest area and we'll be using the color red for it. Now after that, just simply repeat this process of making a new layer, placing it beneath everyone, and use the green color for drawing your hands. So the real reason I'm using this technique is that it actually helps you divide the character into simpler chunks, so that when you're actually manipulating and changing a lot of stuff here and there, adding details, colors and other components to your character, it is much more easier for you, especially when you're animating the character. Obviously, since we are using a really small canvas, which is 16 by 16 pixels, there is not a lot of room for separate layers over here. But in case you end up drawing something much more complex than this, the technique will be the same, but the scope of your layers and the way you're going to manage it will change. Well, in my case, I'm not very satisfied with the results I just got, so I'm going to change a little bit. And I will be moving some pixels here and there using the transformation tool, all three of the layers. Well, this looks pretty neat. It's a heroic pose, masculine, perfect. Now, since we have completed our base character, we can now jump on to the next step and we can start working on the designing and the coloring part. Obviously, I was out of ideas for the character colors and the overall aesthetics of the character design basically. So I thought what could be better for my pixel character than my own character design. I drew this character few weeks ago, probably one or two, still haven't colored it properly. Got to see this consistency issues, but yeah, it will do the job for me right now. So what I have to do is I will be taking some necessary elements from this character like yellow orange sort of hair, red gloves, and the main coloring theme basically. If you're doing it with your own character, don't worry about the details. We don't have a lot of pixels to work with, so just simply ignore all the unnecessary details and just choose the more distinctive features. Now finally, I will add some gradients and a little bit of shadows here and there. You don't actually have to do it. If you have a lot of pixels to work with, do that, otherwise there is no need to do that. And finally, add some special accessories or weapons, something like that. In my case, it's a sword to add a special appeal to your character and set it apart from others. Using this technique, you can create and draw as many pixelated characters as you want. The size of the character might change, the canvas might change, but the technique will still remain the same. So using the same technique, I made this Spider-Man sort of character. It doesn't look that great, to be very fair. And I created one from Avatar: The Last Airbender. It has all of the needed details and all the kind of stuff. So yeah, this is how you do it. This is how you create a pixelated character in Krita. So yeah, this is it for today's video. If you liked the video, press thumbs up. You can comment down if you have any video ideas, comments, or suggestions, because this video was made because a lot of you were actually asking for this. You can turn on the notification so that whenever I upload a new video, you don't miss it. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.